Let me start with a quote from Ernest Holmes. The visible universe is the invisible made visible. The visible universe is the invisible made visible. So good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Let's take a deep breath together. I'd like to invite you into a moment of recognition, of remembrance that the Holy Land is everywhere. It's not just in Jerusalem or Mecca, not in temples or churches or mountain shrines, but right where you are, in your body, in the silence, in the sand of the sea, in everything. So what does that mean for you or for me, for us? And if we look at kind of the traditional viewpoint of the Holy Land, what does that mean? For the Christian world, the land of Israel and Palestine, both sides of the Jordan River, the Sinai Peninsula, this constitutes the Holy Land, where all the religious and historical events of the Old and New Testament took place. This land is sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam due to its central religious narratives in these particular religions and regions. And we've all heard many stories. It's been, in all kinds of movies and stuff, the Holy Land. Some of you may have been there. I have been in the area, but never been actually to the Holy Land itself. But if we look at an expanded view of what the Holy Land could mean, how could we interpret that? Let us interpret that as being the divine presence in all being, in all things and places. Jason spoke this beautiful treatment, talking about the land that we walk in is holy and sacred, that God is in everything. Grace is immanent in daily life. God's presence is found in particular objects, people, and places, not just consecrated sites, not just in one area. There's an appreciation for creation in the words that he spoke, nature and the world around us, the stones, the air, the grass, the earth, all of it is part of God's creation. It's a spiritual dimension of holy beauty that we have only to reveal in our own consciousness, to become aware of. There's an opportunity for internal transformation here as well. The sacred within us, the kingdom of heaven is within. We've heard that before. The kingdom of heaven is within, yeah? So each of us, we have an opportunity to turn inward for answers and peace. I invite you to have a mindset to see God's grace and the divine spark in everyday creation, art, music, dancing, laughter, every breath, every bite you eat, yeah? You might notice that artists see this. Those of you that are artists have a tendency to look a little bit differently at things and find a way of making it into finding the divine creativity and stuff. And it's an opportunity for all of us to look at everything with artist's eyes, divine eyes, and seeing the spark of life in everything that we see and do. Music in everything that we hear. There's a quote by Black Elk. That says, the Holy Land is everywhere. And it goes back to this idea that there are other faiths and traditions that know that the land is holy, that we are part of this land, that we are therefore also holy. So I invite us to have this expanded nature of what the Holy Land can be, can look like. I know you've all seen this on the news. It's lots of stuff about the Middle East, and you can probably wonder, what does the Holy Land look like and feel like today? You might have seen some of it in the news. I mentioned I haven't been there. I've also seen some news bits. Is it a paradise beyond imagination? Perhaps it's something else. And unfortunately, that region is pitted in conflict and war and strife, and there's a lot going on. It's a contentious issue, and I'm not going to talk politics. But instead, what I want to do is pose a different question to us. And let me ask you, when we say holy, what do we mean? Right? So some definitions of holy. Usually we're recognizing a felt presence of the sacred, a sense of peace, reverence, and awe, A place where transformation has occurred. So sacred, peace, reverence, transformation. One of the keys with this is they're all inner experiences. So we are the ones bringing this perception to that place, this place, the idea of holiness. We bring that to whatever we're doing or seeing or experiencing through this internal experience. Yeah. So I think for me, the area where I live is holy, and this is my holy land. Those of you, some of them know me really well, some of you don't, but I grew up in Tucson, Arizona. They mentioned I live in Oslo, Norway now, but I grew up in Tucson, Arizona in the desert. And so for me, living in the desert was fantastic. That was my holy place. I mean, I loved looking at Mount Lemmon in Tucson. It was a beautiful mountain with the sunsets, the colors, the deserts. Growing up there in the 70s and early 80s, there weren't many people, so you could disappear and not see anyone for a while. This was fantastic. I live in Oslo, Norway now, which is very different, but it's also not that many people. So now we have forests and lakes and the fjords and green and animals. I have animals, all kinds of animals running around outside the house in the forest. And this is my holy land now because I choose it to be my holy land, my experience, what I call sacred. There are many beautiful places in the world. And some of them may be more inspiring to you than others, and that's okay. That may be your Mecca, but you don't need to go to Mecca to find the Holy Land. In Science of Mind, we say that consciousness is cause. Consciousness is cause. So if we experience the holy in one place, we can experience it in all places because the same spirit is present everywhere. Holy, holy. It's where we choose to recognize the presence of God. So I choose to see, feel, and recognize the presence of God right where I am, right here, right now, in this moment. In the ether, God is right where I am. Yeah. In Science of Mind, we talk about that spirit is not localized. It doesn't live in a single geographical or spiritual structure because it's omnipresent, omniscient, everywhere, always. God is all, and thus all is holy. The Holy Land is everywhere. And we could stop there. We could, have a break and go to social, but I have some more fun stuff for you. So I'd like to talk about the illusion of somewhere else. What does that mean? How often do we think the holy is over there? The spiritual insight happens only on retreats or only on special occasions. However, as a plug, next weekend, come to the convention, the CSL Metro convention. You will get your fill there as well. So don't miss that. How often do we think that peace lives in someone else's home? The grass is always greener. That transformation can only happen when we've had enough books, taken enough courses, or healed enough trauma. However, those of you that haven't taken Katrina and I's visioning class, highly recommended. But it's worth it for us to take courses and do the work so that we're minded, we're supported, we're uplifted, and we're directed in the direction so that we can be in this place that we're constantly in connection with, in relationship with spirit, experiencing the holy in the holy. Yes. So this mindset that the Holy Land is somewhere else is a form of separation consciousness. Ernest Holmes writes, "We are not spirit, we are spirit now. We just have to realize it. We are not becoming spirit, we are spirit now. We just have to realize it." So the Holy Land is not a destination, it's a realization. It's available right here. That almost sounds like a Michael Beckwith quote. The Holy Land is not a destination, it's a realization. Those of you who don't know him, you got to tune into Agape, but that's something that he's, he has ways of turning around words. So it's a realization. And you've all heard this in this quote. I know Reverend Jackie has said this a number of times. We are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience. So let me ask you, do you believe that? Do you believe that you are a spiritual being having a spiritual experience? Why? Why not? Let's take this a little bit deeper. If the Holy Land is everywhere, that means your home is holy. Your body temple is holy. Your office, your grocery store, your car, your kitchen sink, all of it holy. So is the traffic jam. So is the difficult conversation, the difficult people in your life. So is the moment of grief, of doubt, of uncertainty. All of this is holy. The holy is not absence in the mess, the imperfect, the less than situations and events. In fact, it's often in the chaos that Spirit speaks most clearly to us if we're willing to listen. So, are you willing to listen for and see the holiness in the moment? Are you willing to be open to listening to divine insight, inspiration, love, and support that's available to us always? I'd like to take you on a little inner journey, one of discovery and adventure. Those of you that have been with my talks before, you know that we like to do a little journey, so we're going to do that. I don't want to let you off the hook without doing something, so please close your eyes. Take a deep breath, only if it is safe to do so. If you're in a car, looks like everyone's sitting, but if you're in a safe, comfortable space, then close your eyes, get comfortable where you're sitting. With each breath, allow yourself to move a little bit deeper inward. Allow the inside world to fade for a moment, knowing that you can come back to it in a moment. You won't be gone long. Continue to breathe deeply, inhaling and exhaling. Remember that you are safe, you are protected, and you are divinely guided. Listen to the sound of your breathing and the sound of my voice. Now I invite you to place your hands over your heart. We'll do the heart coherence meditation together. We're going to inhale and exhale 5 deep times. Counting to 5 on the inhale, counting to 5 on the exhale. As you inhale, feel divine love flowing up through your feet, filling your entire body. And as you exhale, allow this love energy to expand to the space around you. And so we start together, inhaling deeply. Every breath allowing this love energy to flow into your body temple, filling the cells, filling all the spaces. And as you exhale, the space around you is illuminated with this radiant love energy. And on the next exhale, just keep your eyes closed and allow your hands to relax once again. Allow the sense of space around you to fade. The room around you slowly starts to fade, and all that you become aware of is this energy, this love energy. Allow yourself to swim and bathe in this love energy, floating, supported. Perhaps even the feeling, the idea of a physical body starts to fade, that you just become this sense of energy, love energy, right here. I'd like you to call to mind an idea of what you call a holy place, a sacred place for you. There's no right or wrong. So what resonates with you? How do you see this place? Imagine it in your mind's eye. And then imagine yourself in this place. You are now standing in this place. Notice the details. What's the temperature of the air? The weather, if there is any? Do you see a sun, a moon, or moons, stars? Forest, beach, desert, mountains, pasture, or city? Just notice what's around you. Do you see animals or people? Are you alone? Noticing all the details. Notice and enjoy. Notice any sounds, Smells that might be part of this place. If you like, you can imagine what sounds would be there. Waterfalls, fountains, ocean, maybe hearing a breeze through forest. Notice any smells or imagine any smells of flowers, grass, the ocean, gentle breeze. And notice now how you feel being in this place, how your body feels, perhaps any thoughts, any emotions that come into mind, how you're feeling in this place. Relaxed, refreshed, energized, at peace. Notice how that feels as you stand in this sacred space. Perhaps even noticing where in your body you're feeling this energy. And if you don't feel anything, that's fine too. Enjoy whatever audio or visual sensation you notice. Is there one thing that stands out for you? One thing that makes this place special or unique? That makes this your sacred, holy space? Perhaps you might even hear now Karen Drucker's song from before. In the stillness of this place, there is peace. There is love. There is joy. In the stillness of this place. I invite you to declare that this place is holy. This is your holy land. I'd like you to take a deep breath and hold the breath for a moment. And repeat these words to yourself. God is everywhere present. God is right where I am now. I am one with God. This moment is holy. This moment is sacred. And slowly exhale, anchoring yourself into this experience, this place. Now we'll slowly start to return back to this room. So see your sacred space and start to notice the room you're in. See the two images merge together, overlap. You see the sacred within the space you're in, both existing simultaneously. Allow the feeling from your holy space to remain in your body, within you, in your mind, and know that at any time you can experience this holy space, this holy sacred connection by recalling these images, sounds, smells, feeling it in your body, and just simply allowing it all to enter into whatever experience you are in. If you like, you can open your eyes again and come back. Welcome. So practicing the presence, how do we bring heaven to earth? How do we experience the Holy Land now? Pause and recognize. Take a sacred pause. Ask yourself, what if this moment is holy? What if God is here? So I invite you to affirm, God is everywhere present. God is right where I am now. I am one with God. This moment is holy. This moment is blessed. You can also bless your world. Before you walk in a room, silently bless it. You can affirm, I bless this space, knowing that all that enter are also blessed and uplifted. Before you speak to someone, you can affirm the divine in them, speaking the word, there is only God, we are one, I see the divine in you, in him or her. You can turn everyday actions into rituals of reverence. You can affirm, I give thanks for all the good that is coming to me now, knowing that my life is blessed and a blessing to all on planet Earth. You can reclaim the ordinary as sacred. Wash the dishes as if you're cleansing a chalice. Walk the dog as if you're circling a sacred temple. Then speak the word. Declare that this ground is holy. Not someday, not somewhere else, right here, right now. This holy ground is right where I stand. So as a final thought, when we recognize that the holy land is everywhere, we stop seeking and start seeing. Stop seeking and start seeing. Yeah, we live less from striving and more from surrendering into this acceptance that God is everywhere. We don't have to do anything except just allow. As we begin to realize this, we're not waiting for miracles. We are standing in a miracle now. We can experience the Holy Land in our daily lives in this moment. Thank you. I'm going to invite you to speak a closing affirmation after me. So we'll do this together. You can speak it, you're all muted, but you can speak it out loud or silently. It's up to you. I walk in the Holy Land. Everywhere I go, God is. I'm the presence revealing itself. I bless my world and call it sacred. I am whole. I am holy. All that I come in contact with are blessed. I give thanks for this gift. And so it is. Thank you.